Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to a brand new 72-hour challenge, a dark 72-hour challenge. Take a look at the monsters. We have T-Shire, Roswell, and Scribe. Awesome. So what I'm going to do in this video is, of course, I'm going to talk about how to get coins, challenge coins for the 72-hour challenge. So this is more specifically if you're new to the channel, if you just want to know how to maximize the number of coins you can get. I'm going to go through all of that. I am going to show you guys the cost of getting all the monsters. And of course, I'm going to show you guys a little analysis on the monsters, but I'm also going to do some gameplay with Roswell and Scribes just so you guys can actually see them in action. So let us begin. If you click on the question mark icon, it tells you basically all you need to know about the 72-hour challenge. And like the name implies, it only lasts for 72 hours or 3 days. So you get coins by winning in multiplayer, so in PvP. And this is why I've been telling you guys, whenever the previous 72-hour challenge ends, just wait, do not use any of your attacks until the next 72-hour challenge comes out. So as you can see, I've been saving my attacks and I have 17 attacks, which means I can easily get 17 victories. So my advice is always to put a weak defense team. As you can see, this is not a weak defense team. So if I look at my defense, it's probably a lot of victories. So because of that, I am currently in Legendary 3 League. That is not a good thing to do because now all of my battles are pretty tough. So the best advice I can give anyone always, 100% of the time, is to always put a weak defense team on. If you don't have a weak defense team, you're going to be stuck fighting some tough opponents. Now, fortunately, I have strong enough monsters to where I can win, but again, it's going to take a while. So let me win a battle, and then the number of challenge coins you get really depends on the league you're in. Because I'm in Legendary 3, when I win this battle, I'm actually going to get 510 coins. 510. If you're in Legendary 4 League, you get 500. So it is advantageous just to be in Legendary 4 League. I think that's the sweet spot. That's the best spot. Even if you're on a brand new account, you can get there in 2 weeks with like a triple Panikin team, so you'll be fine. So as you can see, there is a bunch of challenge coins when I spin the roulette wheel. And again, if you have a different amount, it's because it is dependent on your league. Again, I am in Legendary 3 League, so I get 510. And really quickly, let me just do some more battles because the key to PvP is you never want to have 15 attacks. You always want to make sure you spend all of your attacks. So make sure you never have any attacks. Okay, guys? Never, ever have any attacks. This is also a really great way to keep track of the last time you logged in for the maze. Keep in mind right now we have a maze going on. And the key to the maze is to log in every 4 hours and repeat the tasks. So if you use up all of your attacks and you log into the game and you see only 2 of your attacks have recovered, well then you know only 2 hours have passed. So it's a great way to also keep track. Alright, I think this one will be pretty fast. We have 2 dodge area monsters, maybe not. Let's see. And he's a life armor, dang. Alright, let me do save Rossi. Remember, I guess we can do burning. And then we can do despicable. And then I can probably just go ahead and do death door. No more failures onto myself. He's probably going to get resurrected though. Nonetheless, we'll try it. Death door. Yeah, resurrection. Recharge. Dream big, even though it doesn't really do anything. Recharge. Lots of recharges going on. Recharge. Restore the dream. Ouch. Remember to sub. Reflection doesn't do anything. Alright. Remember to sub. Not going to do anything here. Recharge. And then remember to sub. Alright. Now to kill the last one. I'm going to do blessing to get rid of the burning and armor claw. And double attack. Morg's armor. Alright. Remember to sub. He resurrects, I recharge, I death door, and GG. Alright, so as you can see, I now have 14 out of 15. So if I want to take a break and just come back in 1 hour, I can. Since I'm recording this video, I'll obviously come back later and finish the attacks. Otherwise, it'll just be boring to see me do all of these attacks. So anyhow, there we go. I'm going to exit out again. Ideally, you should switch to a weak defense team. But you know what? I want to see how high I can get in my trophy, so I'll leave that alone for now. Maybe I'll change my mind since we have a race coming up. Alright, so that's it. Basically, you win attacks, you spin the roulette wheel, you get coins. And then what do you do with these coins? Well, you basically click on different cards, and depending what you click on, you'll get a different reward. For example, I got 30k gold. I could get relics, I could get food, I could get some runes. The most important thing in my personal opinion, especially with all of the future events going on, especially in the month of July, is to maximize the number of gems you can get. If you go for only gems, you can get like 39 gems, I believe. So that is a good amount of gems in 3 days of literally just doing PvP. So maximize the gems. That is always my #1 advice. As cool as it is to get the monsters and everything, go for the gems. Now, ideally, even if you're a brand new player, I would say like 2 weeks of playing, you should be able to get, honestly, every single monster. You should be able to get all of the gems. You should be able to get even the relics. Maybe you'll miss out on one monster. Maybe you'll miss out on the epic monster. That's fine. I would say go for the legendary. You can at least use him for a legendary gold collection. Between the 2 monsters, again, I'll analyze them, and then you can decide like that. Let me just do like 2 more card flips. Actually, let me do 1 more card flip, and then I'll put up a cost for the monsters, and then we'll get into the analysis. Then we'll get into some gameplay. So let's do top right hand corner, and it is a bronze relic chest. You should know it is possible to get the monster at any card flip. Okay, it actually is possible. It's not likely, but it is possible. So again, we have T-Shire at rank 2, Rawzul, and we have Scribe. And here are the costs to get the monsters. As you can see, for T-Shire, he is the cheapest at 8,085 coins. The monster in the middle, Rawzul, is 14,740, and then Scribe at rank 1 is 23,715. So, in terms of like cost, it is most effective to get the monster in the middle because you're getting a legendary monster for like half the price of the legendary monster on the right. Now, granted, yes, the monster on the right, in this case Scribe, is at rank 1. To be completely honest, since we're in a world of mythic monsters, you're not really going to use legendaries for battling much. It's way better just to go for the monster in the middle, get a legendary monster, 14,000 coins, that is 100% achievable. And as you can see, it tells you what every single card flip costs. For example, if we look at Scribe, the very last card flip is 4,000 coins. So if you happen to be lucky and get Scribe on the second to last card flip, hey, you save 4,000 coins. Or if there's 3 card flips left and you get him, you save the 3,355 and the 4,000. So see, if you're lucky and you don't get it at the very last card flip, you can save a ton of challenge coins. So my recommendation, as you saw in this video, I always start with the monster in the middle, and then I move on to either the monster on the left or the monster on the right. Typically, because I know I can get everyone, I'll go for the monster on the right just to get a ranked up legendary. I'll get the gems from there, and then I'll go for the monster on the left and get the gems from there. So anyhow, with that being said, let us switch over to monsterwiki.com. There will be a link in the description if you want to see where I'm getting all this information. So here we have Rawzul. I still remember when this monster came out, I thought he looked so amazing. I love the teenage form. The adult form, it's not as cool in my opinion as the teenage form. It just looks so much more menacing. Look at that power stat, 35-31, a dark attacker, kind of slow, not that tanky. He is immune to possession, which definitely helps him out as a dark monster. Typically, dark monsters, they tend to possess. This monster can hold the staff relic, he can hold the amulet, so life regen, stamina drain. This monster is really interesting, and we'll get to that with his rank 3 skills. But his ultimate attack, the Underworld Rises, steals life from all targets, gives nightmares to all targets. Let's see what else we have. A stamina leak skill, 50% chance of nightmares. Here is another skill that steals life, however, it's rather weak. Let's move on. Curse Blade deals moderate special damage, applies 2 random negative effects to the target. And here's a list of all the negative effects, right? You have daze, damage reduction, negate, healing, shield blocker, stamina leak, a lot of negative. The enemy will get 2 of them. Souls of Rise, this is an AoE Nightmares. Good setup for a monster that has Omniscient Sword. Dark Sacrifice. By the way, this monster should have been able to hold Omniscient Sword. I mean, look at that. He has a sword. He doesn't even have a staff. He legitimately has a sword. But that's besides the point. Let's see. Where were we? So, Curse Blade. Okay, Dark Sacrifice removes 25% of life from an ally and gives double damage and precision. How cool is that? Yes, he harms an ally, but he gives double damage and precision to himself. Now, moving on to Soul Offering in Skills Group 3, it gets even better. So, this monster removes 50% of life from all of your allies. All of your allies will take a big hit. 50% of their life will be gone. But this monster gets an immediate extra turn and triple damage. So you do Soul Offering, follow it up with Souls of Rise. That is not a 30 damage AoE skill. That becomes a 90 damage AoE dark base attack that applies nightmares on top of that. And again, just imagine if he could hold a sword, Omniscient Sword, Cane Sword. Oh my goodness, he would have been vicious and powerful. But unfortunately, he can't hold the sword. But yeah, that combo of being able to triple damage immediate extra turn, that is rare. I don't know if any other monster can triple damage extra turn. That is crazy. And again, yeah, you drain life, but with relics and shields and all that, that's not even a big deal, to be honest. You can even have evasion at the start of the battle, and then you don't even get that life reduction. Keep in mind, he has a high power 35-31. Rawzul, so fun to use. You also have this 50 damage attack that also applies possession. So even though he's an attacker, he can possess when needed. And of course, if you do Soul Offering, then Ethereal Gash, or even Cursed Blade, the enemy monster is probably going to get OTK'd. And then lastly, you have Strength from the Weak, removes 25% from all allies, gives double damage to target, may possess targets. Not a big fan of this skill in my opinion, but Soul Offering and then your AoE Souls Arise, fantastic combo. I really like Razul, has an awesome design. Honestly, I feel like I'd want to get this monster, just keep him as a teenage form because he looks epic there. And then we have the next monster, Scribe. Alright, Scribe, look at that power. My goodness, 2783. What is that, epic stats? That's like epic stats. Life 27, 445, speed 33, 44. He is also immune to possession, which is amazing. And again, in that time, relics, he can hold the essence, which means revival essence. Even if he dies, he comes back to life. And amulet makes it harder to kill because he can resurrect. Alright, what do you see? May possess all targets and may give nightmares to all targets. It is a denier in terms of the ultimates. Alright, let's take a look at skills. Sleep Terror, 50% of the nightmares. And damage increase. And now we're talking about, alright, skills group 2. Moderate special damage, single possession. Rorschach test deals moderate special damage, applies 1 negative effect to the target. Sleep Tight gives immunity to nightmares and dark attacks. So if you're facing dark monsters, this could be one of the better monsters to use, right? Especially if you're facing a dark mythic, he could potentially help you out. You have Phobic Disorder, deals low special damage, may give nightmares to all targets. You have this skill that possesses target and gains 1 extra turn. Now here's the really cool thing about Scribe. He has this possession skill, and he has this possession skill, which means you can single target possess 2 monsters. Which is awesome because in a world where monsters have dodge area and everything, hey, it doesn't matter, I can single target possess you, I can single target possess you. And then you also have Group Therapy, which gives immunity to possession and dark attacks for 2 turns. So in a world where there's lots of dark monsters that can do possession, this monster was a very good anti-possessor while also being able to possess, and he also gave you protection against dark attacks. So Scribe is pretty cool. I love the design of him, just that Rorschach design. I think he has an epic design too. Again, I think in terms of usability, I personally prefer Razul just for that triple damage Souls Arise combo, but Scribe is pretty cool too with his, hey, let me possess you, let me possess you, let me give my own team immune to possession. That's pretty awesome. Alright, and as promised, we're going to do some actual gameplay with these monsters. It's not going to be anything too amazing. He's not even running strength, but I just want to start off by doing the combo. So we'll do Soul Offering. Look, all of my allies, they lost half of their life, but then you hit with a strong AoE. And obviously it's not that, well, it is super strong because it's 14,000 with no runes. Literally no runes, and it's doing that much damage. 24k for Ethereal Gash that can do possession. So again, we'll just do Souls Arise the AoE. Everyone has nightmares. Fortunately, you can always partner with a healing monster. And this is why I say like that 50% life, it's like not even a big deal. And here I can showcase the double possession essentially. So we'll start off with the extra turn skill. This one right here. Here, let's take possession of you. Thank you, Gold Raw. And then we'll do the other possess skill, and we'll take possession of you. So now they attack their own team, and just like that, like that's so awesome. And then here, we'll go on. See, now that he lost the buff, only 8,000 damage. Ah, how lame. How really lame. Here, let's do this. Get rid of your effects. Alright, 1 random negative effect or immune to possession and dark attacks. Let's do Group Therapy. And let's go by 1. Notice how it dealt 0 damage thanks to that dark protection. So yeah, it's pretty darn awesome. Here, we'll reverse healing you. So reverse healing could definitely be used. That good negative effect, right? Really good negative effect. Here, we'll finish you off actually. And then we'll do the Rorschach test. 1 random negative effect, and he got hit with dazed. He was already dazed. Recharge, recharge here. Let's see if we can do that buff again. Grim Memories. Alright, Soul Offering. Thank you for that. And then Ethereal Gash. And there you have these 2 monsters with their effects. Now, can you imagine you just have, instead of, just kind of to demonstrate, like, let's say here, we'll remove you real quick and we'll put in a, who should I put in? Who's someone that I know can give double damage and it lasts for a while? And Jenica comes to mind. So legendary, I think it lasts for 2 turns. So can you just imagine if you can partner up with a monster that can give double damage for 2 turns, and let me see, fight. Alright, so I was still too fast. Recharge. I think it's Luck of the Draw, may give double damage for 2 turns. Perfect. So we'll do this real quick. Funny mushroom, whatever. Alright. And then, so you have double damage. You do Soul Offering. Alright. Oh, and now you have that double damage, triple damage. Bam! That's glorious. So yeah, it's Razul is a fun monster to play with. Again, depending who you partner him up with. like Elvira or just someone that can give evasion or protect your monsters, you won't even damage your monsters, but damaging the monsters is not even a big thing. But with that being said, guys, this has been a pretty thorough video on the 72-hour challenge. You got to see some gameplay, some analysis. Again, prioritize gems, but you should be able to get the monsters, so just go ahead and get everyone. They're pretty fun monsters to play with. And with that being said, that is going to be my video for the 72-hour challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And with that being said, remember to subscribe.